So hi guys, today I'm gonna show you how to communicate with the Azure SQL databases from the MVC application. Okay, in previously what we are doing simply we have MVC application using the ADO.NET Entity model and communicate with the Azure SQL databases. The same thing we do here. Okay, we have MVC application, web API application. So we are using the ADO.NET Entity model and communicate with the Azure SQL databases. Okay, so how we have to communicate with the Azure SQL database? So going forward we will let you know. Okay, we can achieve this in two ways. One is by using the, if you use the ADO.NET Entity model directly, it will create the connection strings everything in the web.config file. Okay, but we can do manually. I will show the two methods. Okay, so I always prefer the second one. Okay, first of all I will show the first one and later second one. Okay, actually these two methods are same. Okay, but I will show you. Okay, first of all I will jump into my application. This is my Angular application. Sorry, okay, by namesake it's a Angular application, but it's not actually. Okay, this is a MVC web API application. Okay, click on add ADO.NET Entity model. So I am going to give it name as a Azure DB entities. Okay, click on next and click new connection. Already I have a one database Azure SQL database. Okay, this is my Azure SQL database, name as Freon8229. Okay, so click on the server name. This is the copy. Okay, copy button, click on this copy button and again come to the click save here. Okay, use the SQL server authentication and username you have to provide. And later password. Okay, click on the password. Okay, this is our database name. Okay, and click on test connection. Okay, so connection succeed. Okay, so after that click on S. Okay, so give it name as a new. Existing property name is upgrade. Please choose a different name. 3. Okay, select your required tables that you are going to work. I'm going to select the products, orders and suppliers. Okay, click on finish. You don't need to manually add any connection string settings, so automatically the entity model will automatically add in web.config file that is related to Azure SQL Server relations. Okay, you can see these are the tables from Azure SQL database. Okay, now click on the web.config file. You can see where is our connection strings. Yeah, you can see here. This is our connection strings. Okay, sorry, this is our connection string. Okay, our connection string name is Freon8229 entities. Copy. Yeah, username and password. Okay, how many is created? Yeah, actually this is our delete remaining one. Okay, this is our, yeah, okay, this is our connection string. So we have given the name Freon entities 3. Okay, copy this name. Okay, now what do I have to do? Go to the controllers and click on our controller. So now we have to check whether we are getting the data from the database, Azure SQL database, whether we are retrieving from the Azure SQL database or not. Okay, this is our database context. Okay, first I will show you where is our database context. This is our database context. You can check here. If you click on this context name, you can see. Okay, this is our database context. Okay, and okay, now we are going to build the application. Will succeed. Okay, now I will start my application. We will check whether we are getting the data from the Azure SQL database. Okay, oops. Yeah, yeah, it's taking the loading time high. So if you are feel the its loading time is, please forward the video with the 2x speed. Okay, okay, actually this is in the JSON format. Okay, I will check this in the this is a Postman. Yeah, you can see, yes, we are getting the data. Okay, yeah, we are getting the data, and I'm going to publish this application on the cloud. Okay, now what I have to do. Okay, first of all, I'm already told you. So the first method is automatically that we have to create using the ADO.NET model. The second method is nothing but it's simple. Okay, just if you want to create the connection string manually, so just go to, where is our application? Yeah, you can see this is our database. Click on this connection string. Okay, just copy this, Control C, and paste it over here. Okay, no problem. Okay, username and password. Where is our password? This is our password. Replace with your original password. Okay, this is my password and replace with. Just copy this whole thing, Control C. Again go to your application, web.config file. Okay, before you do this, so just copy and Control KC, comment this and paste over here. Okay, again come here and copy this and replace this within this. Control V. Okay, everything is perfect. Then build the application. Okay, now everything is looking good. Again build the application and start the application. click on continue. What is a what's happening? An error occurred exception message. The connection string entries in the application config does not contain required provider name exception. Okay, we will do one thing. Yes, custom mode operation is done. Okay, we will publish the application first. We will publish the application in the app service. An exception message is failed. Serialize the response body for content application.json. Exception stack trace. The connection string created is in the application configuration file does not contain the required provider attribute. Okay. So everything we have given perfect. Okay, let me check in from the Azure SQL database. Okay, just turn on it. Might be this is the issue, might be. Okay, again we will publish with the old one. Actually it should work, but why it's not working I'm not getting. Again we will publish this application. Yes, we got the data, but which is in the, you can see supplier, product, supplier, so product. So you can see the data we are getting, but actually it should come in the XML, but the format which I set in the JSON format. Okay, and I already told you the how to approach the second way, manually add the connection string from the Azure SQL database. Okay, first I have copied from the Azure SQL database. So where I have copied, I already show you. You can see where is that. Yeah, this is app service. You can see connection string. You have to copy from here, and you don't need to do anything. Just paste over the here. You can see after connection string. Okay, just paste over here. Okay. So previously we got error because of we have not provided any provider name. Okay, when you are working with the entity framework, you have to use the entity client, but when you are working with the Azure SQL database, you have to use a SQL client. Okay, that is a small mistake, so you have to replace with this provider name. Okay, so now it will work. I will show you. I'm going to refresh this. You can see product name. So it seems like very clumsy. Okay, now we will test in the Postman. You can see it seems like very good. Okay, this is the data we are retrieving from the Azure SQL database. Okay, thank you guys.